When analyzing each episode of the new series, I find an effective method to use is the Bowie test. David of course was offered a part in Caves of Androzani and was very keen to play Sherazjek, but his touring commitments prevented this. In other words, back in 1983/4, Doctor Who was of such a high quality that a serious artist of Bowie's caliber was keen to participate. The question is, would Bowie have accepted a role in any of the new season stories? The answer must surely be that apart from Dalek and maybe the Empty Child, the answer is no. Can you imagine Bowie wanting to be in a story with burping wheelie bins or farting politicians? Can you imagine a David Bowie robotic figure of the Anne Robinson type or a Bowie Sleuthine?
No, but I remember his Tin Machine period very well. Which seems to prove that his quality control wasn't always impeccable.
Tin Machine is a groundbreaking album, a fusion of hard rock rhythms with social comment on the societal ramifications of late Thatcherite Britain. Admittedly there were a few weak songs on Tin Machine I2Egg Sorry and Stateside, but they were written by Hunt Sales.
Sparacus, you are a comedy god. Thanks for giving me the biggest laugh all day, a fusion of hard rock rhythms with social comment on the societal ramifications of late Thatcherite Britain indeed. Genius, pure genius.
I fail to see any humor in my post. Tin Machine is an underrated album.
You are quite mad. This is a very funny thread.
I fail to see anything mad about this thread. Bowie is a major A-list artist and the fact is that he was offered a part in Caves of Androzani because that story had a major serious villain. However, there is no character in the new series that someone like Bowie would take a shine to.
You're so right. This explains why we've been left with the dreck of British acting talent to make up the numbers. No-name has-beens and neverwheres like Zoe Wanamaker, Richard Wilson and Simon Who Hell He? Callow. And, to make it worse, there's all these people whose careers are clearly heading straight to the Dole office, the Mark Bentons, Bexy Amerys and Florence Hoths of the world. Also Rans? Never turned ups, more like.
Zoe Wanamaker is an average sitcom actress. Simon Callow is a major actor, but he only took part because it was Dickens. And the others you list are minor, they aren't worth £60 million like Bowie.
By that logic, Tom Cruise is a better actor, since he's worth far more than Bowie. Though judging by his face these days, Bowie would have made a fantastic Cassandra.
Bowie has not to my knowledge had plastic surgery.
What if you found out David Bowie was cast in the next series as a violent obese lesbian who eats her own feces? Would you still give credence to your Bowie test? I take it, you either really want Bowie to appear, or you don't like the new series, and are looking for unrealistic yardsticks for comparison to belittle it.
Bowie would never agree to play a violent obese lesbian who eats her own feces. The part wouldn't suit him.
How comes you consider the series suitable for Adam Rickett to take part in then? Surely it's beneath him as well?
That's a different issue. I'm talking about the quality of the one-story SE-leb actors, not the on-running cast. Adam is a skilled actor who would be fine as a long-running companion, and incidentally his music has much in common with Bowie's.
Thank you, Spara. Your genius is not simply in coming up with absurd, surreal hypotheses, it is also in your deadpan responses to the replies you get, which manage to maintain the momentum of the argument far beyond its logical conclusion. How about your argument that, because Bowie is worth £60 million, that makes him a good actor, and anyway, aren't you supposed to be teaching?
I fail to see any humor. This is a discussion on the merits of the new series as opposed to the Davison era. The fact that Bowie is worth £60 million is indicative of his A-list status. It is his skills displayed in roles like Newton in Man, Who Fell to Earth that make him a good actor, along with his superb acting in Just a Gigolo with Marlene Dietrich.
No, it doesn't. He is a pop star.
Bowie is more than a pop star. He is a multifaceted genre-fluid artist. 1. He has a successful acting career. 2. He paints regularly and edits serious academic art journals. 3. Bowie is a qualified ski instructor.
What the frig does that have to do with his acting ability? I can't stop laughing. I actually have tears streaming from my eyes. Oh my, this is absolute sheer comedy gold. Thanks Spara for starting a great thread.
I fail to see why a perfectly reasonable thread should provoke such a flippant response. My point is that David Bowie is an artist of considerable integrity and achievement. For him to accept a role in Caves speaks volumes about the quality of that story. However, can you imagine him wanting to appear in the likes of Boomtown?
Hang on. Doctor Who is getting good reviews as well, Spara.
The difference is that the new series of Doctor Who has not stood the critical test of time as it's too recent and the critics making snap judgments. However, Bowie's major albums have maintained their high status for years.
Actually answering your original question. Yes, I can easily imagine David Bowie wanting / agreeing to play a part in the new series. So it passes the Bowie test. Hora.
Assertion without evidence.
Spara, do you realize there is a whole thread toasting you as a hero and a writer of fine porno as well?
I have never been a writer of porno. There is nothing pornographic about a thread concerning David Bowie as an actor.
I trust that you are the same Sparacus who wrote Aliens in the Orchid House?
There was nothing pornographic about that thread. It was a proposed script for the new series. There were a few humorous passages and a bit of raciness because the new series was supposed to appeal to a mass audience. There were no burping wheelie beans etc.